Okay.
Is it ready?
We have a secret guest and nobody can read her name, so they don't know who it is.
Exactly. Oh, yeah. Mommy. Oh.
All right.
Are we live yet?
Yes.
Oh.
Here we are. We made it. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Technical difficulties.
Holy
Vera has technical difficulties.
And Chrissy had them today. Yes, we both did.
Oh, God.
It's, everything's so great, right? Works perfectly. And then as soon as it's showtime,
it's not perfect.
Things come up.
Yes.
But that's okay. Here we are. And thank you so much for joining us today. We're so happy you're here.
Yeah.
Today, we have a special secret surprise for you. And it's going to be a guest. You don't know who it is.
No, even though their name is right there.
Yes. But first of all, we wanted to tell you that basically,
hi, Lori.
Hi, Roxanne. Soul journey session. Well, we're going to start off with Vera's experience. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead because I really want to do this part.
Okay. It's better than me doing it.
So first of all, Vera was the creator, director, and instructor of SBHTC, which stands for the Sylvia Brown Hypnosis Training Center. She has 30 years experience in the field of hypnotherapy and past life regressions. Mm-hmm. She's traveled internationally to do one-on-one sessions for people with helping them with their issues and correlating it to past lives in this life. And also her specialty is past lives and her psychic ability, which is amazing how it just comes across to help people put the puzzle pieces together. And she is now booking soul journey sessions,
AKA,
yes, on our website. You can book a reading with her or book a session with her.
Yeah.
So Vera,
AKA Past Life Regression.
Yes, I was just going to say. All right. Now, we are going to introduce our guest to you. She helps us so much with the spiritual research here at SC. And she happens to be my mother, Mary Simons. There she is. That's Vera and I.
Our last picture. Oh my God.
Well, we had one from Johnny's wedding, but I couldn't find that one. So, all right, Mom. So come on in and join us. So everybody can see. There she is, my beautiful mother. Yay. Hi, Mom.
Mary.
Your kindness. You're awesome. Thank you so much, Mom, for volunteering to do a soul journey session with Vera.
Hi, Nana.
And so,
Vera, Mary, you're getting all kinds of nice.
Aw.
She's beautiful.
Linda. Thank you. So, Vera, do you want to share why it's called a soul journey session instead of a past life regression?
Because we go to different places, not just past lives. We can go to other planets. We can go to the other side and get all kinds of information. You can go to your current life. So it's better to say soul journey session because it entails everything.
I love that. Yeah. I really do. I mean, to me, it's like, what could be a more amazing journey than this voyage that we take within ourselves?
Right.
And Vera, can you describe exactly what that process is? It's basically a hypnosis, right?
Yeah.
And hypnosis it's
basically just a pleasant journey within is what I call it. You can be in a deep state. People seem to think they have to be in a deep state of hypnosis or trance to get anything.
You're right.
You can be in a light state and get all kinds of information. Everybody does it differently. So, it's just how you want to experience the session. So it's not like what your friend tells you it's like. So that's why it's really good to experience meditation.
Amen to that.
Yeah.
And how many times have you heard, I don't think I can be hypnotized like a million times, right?
Yes.
But it's not as hard as sometimes we think. But we're going to do a lot of videos on that itself. But today we're going to talk about Mary's soul journey session. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So
And just know also before this too, you're always in control of the session.
Yes.
You're not going to cluck like a chicken. Mary, cluck like a chicken. No, you don't do that. Yes. That's for entertainment. And those people are to help the hypnotist entertain the people. So they do it.
Right.
Yeah. So,
Right.
yeah.
But yeah, it's just, it was, I have to tell you, okay, you guys, I seriously have to tell you, it was like a, not only a joy, but an honor to watch, because wow,
You've never
Vera,
seen me do a session?
well, it's been a minute. And I was just, you're just really, really good at what you do. All those years of experience really comes out.
Oh, thank you.
So I just thought it was really nice how you just take people on this, truly this journey. So it's really cool because you're not the one in control.
Client.
You are the one in control to
Exactly.
where you go. So where Mary
So if you think
went,
you can't do it, guess what? You're not going to do it. It's what you allow yourself to experience.
and fascinating how we might want to go somewhere else, but we go to where we're meant to go,
Right.
like you just
Where your
said,
soul mind wants you to go.
and that's where you went, Mary. I can't call her Mary. I have to call her Mom. It's too weird for me. But that's what happened for Mom. So maybe you didn't know right away because this was a life you didn't know about, huh, Mom?
Totally not.
It's a different life than when we first did it. Right, Mary?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
And actually, Mary was my first time when we were practicing doing hypnosis when we were ministers. Mary was my first client.
Okay, how cool is that?
Client.
Like, I love that.
Yeah.
And she's your first hypnosis session that you're showing.
Yeah, exactly.
Your first person.
I still remember that very distinctly. Yeah, I do.
She had a lifetime with her granddaughter.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's really
Awesome.
Yes.
And for this soul journey session, Mom, you found yourself, you described how you were walking up, like you were stepping up, like steps almost, when Vera first brought you into the life, and your clothes were very simple looking. And do you want to share, because you were saying that you took care of things, like that was your
and people.
And you walked around and you checked on things to make sure that they were okay.
Correct. It was like I feel like a post-war kind of thing. And so many things were destroyed, but the goodness of people loving each other was the most important. And so I remember walking up this area, and it was like at first I thought it was steps, but then I realized it was like a hill, with areas that were like steps, with rocks and such that were not natural. They were formed that way. And then as I was going up, there were different areas where survivors were living in whatever they could create to survive in, whether it was just an area in the hill.
Wow.
Yeah, and so I would somehow make notes as to what they needed, food-wise or medicine-wise or clothing, whatever. I did a few areas at a time, so I could get it all correct. And so then I'd go to the next group of people. They were on the right side. So I guess the cliff was on my left. That way. But anyway, so it was at least that I remember like a half a dozen for sure or more. And then I would go get the supplies that was needed by these people. And so it was a very simplistic way of life, truly. I mean, what are you going to do with the past war situation? Yeah. And so it was wonderful because it was the people were loving, they were kind to each other and very appreciative and respectful. And that was, in essence in life, that's the most important thing is to your kindness, And but anyway,
and at first Mary thought she was female because she didn't really get that at first, but then afterwards, a lot of times what I tell my clients is after the session is over, write down everything you remember, and in the days and weeks ahead you're going to keep getting more and more information so that you keep adding to that list. And then she realized what, Mary?
Then I realized that I took a second in thinking about all this, and I looked down and I had pants on, and kind of work shoes, and women didn't wear that. They wore dresses, of course. I mean, skirts, whatever. And then so yeah.
You realize,
And actually, I can't thank you enough for that, because it relates to this life. Because I was raised on a large farm in Missouri, and I was the second child, and my father desperately wanted a boy to do outside labor.
right.
And here he is. I mean, here I am, a girl.
Yeah.
But that was fine, because, hey, I loved it, because I worked right next to my grandfather. Actually, my father was always gone, and my grandfather was right there, and we worked side by side. And he was a wonderful person. He was funny, did different things to make lighthearted, make things fun along the way. And
And
so,
then you realize you had worth as a woman.
indeed,
You have to be a male and still do the work.
yes, indeed, yes.
So pooey on your daddy.
Yeah. Anyway, so it was. I see the humor of it all, and he was really kind, and so.
That's
but,
nice.
Isn't that amazing? That's
Yeah.
really cool. A few more notes that we took down is that whenever you would go out and you would talk to the people, you would report back to someone.
Yeah.
And you were saying that it was your duty.
Oh yeah, it was definitely. Yeah, it was my obligation, my role in that at that time, because that was vital. To keep people protected, of course, too, and nourished and supported and comforted, knowing that they were protected and supplied and had resources,
Right.
and were cared about.
And Vera, you were psychically picking up on, but you didn't say it, but you were psychically picking up on that she was in the
military.
Which makes sense.
Yeah.
Because here this is this
Post-war,
yeah.
And working with the military if she wasn't in the military.
Right, that makes sense. Now, I don't know if you remember this part, Mom, but Vera asked you if you lived alone. And how does it feel to live? Because you had said that you did live alone, and she asked you how you felt, and you said suddenly that you felt sad. Do you remember?
Well, I'm sure there were loved ones that I lost, of course. I'm sure.
Right, because it was after a war.
Correct. And and I feel like most of us lived down below, where the land was flat houses, and so our dwellings were down there, poofed, literally destroyed.
It destroyed.
Right. Poof is right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you.
This fun.
So I thought this was really neat too, because Vera was asking you how you felt about that life. And you were saying that I'm just surviving and I'm helping others after the war.
Yeah.
And that's what you said.
And in many ways, this life has been like that. Not that there was a war, but challenging people to be around sometimes.
Yeah, it can be a war, can it, Mary?
Yeah. Personal wars.
Yeah. Little battlefields here and there.
That's. Go ahead, Mom.
No, just the simple things, being cared about and loved, and we don't have to have all this, whatever, money-oriented stuff. Just the basics, really, and just the caring and love of others, and being able to give that to others. That's the most important thing,
Yeah.
I was just thinking how interesting that is, because what you were saying about the lesson in that life, when Vera asked you, you said it was finding comfort from within.
Yeah.
And that's really stood out to you. And that's great that you learned that lesson in that life, so that you could have that within you to find comfort in this lifetime, because it was so challenging.
Yeah. I think that goes with many people's lives, the challenges along the way, really big, but then, the love of ourselves, and then the caring and love for others makes it all perfect,
Exactly. Yeah, I hear you. Okay. Yeah, and this was a really neat message that you conveyed, that you felt, Mom, is that, and this is a great point, because you're bringing this up a lot, it might seem ordinary, like an
Mhm.
ordinary life, but it was
Mhm.
very meaningful.
Yeah, I felt fulfilled, and happy, Yeah,
Yes, a lot of times we're thinking, I want to know if I was Cleopatra or, was I, some big famous person or something, but that's not necessarily what's profound for us as a soul.
Exactly.
We could be just so, in poverty, and that could be the most meaningful life. It
Mhm.
just depends on what the lessons are and how we
Exactly.
feel and that type of
And what
thing.
you need to learn. Exactly.
Mhm.
And how you learned it.
Yes. And
But
this,
she had a lot of people around her on what? The last day of your life. But people appreciated what you did for
yeah,
them.
that's true. That's true. They did.
isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Hear how, yes, he was alone in that lifetime, but then look at how he touched people's
Mhm.
lives. And then they were there because you meant so much to them. They were around you when you
Yeah.
were on your
And I know when I
deathbed.
asked her, she seemed shocked that there was people around her.
Yeah.
Because it was very nice.
That's so neat. Okay. Oh, that was nice. When you were asking what the message to yourself
Mhm.
was.
I think your mom already said it though, that
Mhm.
life could be the simplest, but you still help people.
Mhm.
And that's
Shows
what she does now.
Yeah, it shows what's important.
Yeah, exactly.
So we have many comments over here. Let's go see what we got. Let me pull this over, Vera.
I know,
so you
I
can-
can't
Yeah, I know
see.
it's a little far. Okay. Let's go up here. Can you read that?
Yeah,
Okay, good. All
yeah.
right.
Yeah, that's behavioral modification Linda did to
Mhm.
stop smoking and things like that. Yeah.
So that's not exactly what you want to do now.
No.
You want to do more. So what is the lesson here? What did you
Yes.
learn?
Exactly.
That type of
Go to
thing.
the root of the issue instead of just
Mhm.
clipping the tops off.
That makes so much sense. Aw. I am definitely a part of my mom's soul family. We've had a lot of past lives together, and Vera too,
Yeah.
with us.
Yeah.
It's really cool. And all of us, it's so cool how so many of us, I mean, how many
Yeah.
lives have you found us all in together? The nun life and just all kinds of in Scotland, and so many of us.
Exactly.
We all find each other for a reason.
Yeah. Even if it's fleeting, just
Mhm.
seeing somebody for a little bit of time.
Yeah, nothing happens by accident, as they say. All right. So while you're looking, let's see here. Okay.
See, Lori is saying that she had the same incident with her father as you did with your father, Mary. But look at how Mary turned it around.
Exactly.
And that's what you could do too, Lori. It's don't give them the power. You utilize your own power from within.
Yeah, and that's what's so great, that going to this past life was very significant for you, huh, Mom? Because then you fit it together because you always felt like you had to work like a man. So when you gain that understanding, then it was like a epiphany for you, because you've been really talking about that a lot since this soul journey session you just had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it has to hurt a little bit that one of your parents wanted something else.
Right.
So you can let that go. You left it in that past life.
And you know what else too that stands out to me, like what you talked about a lot too, is that we turn it into a strength then.
Exactly.
Because then it's like you go to this past life when it's a strength, just like now.
Mhm.
But it's like it just puts this positive, spin on it in our own self-talk. So it's really cool.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. Purple Blaze. Hello. Okay. Now, what else did we want to say about that? We're going to do another episode or video one of these days on another life that Mary went to.
Yeah. She went to 2 lives and one other side.
Mm-hmm. But for now, do we want to get into the other side?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is very, very fun because, as Vera already said, in your soul journey session, you can go anywhere that you want to go.
Wants to go. Exactly.
like the other side, and we can visit with our loved ones who passed away, our pets. We can visit with our spirit guides and our master teacher. We can even visit with Mother and Father God. It's just up to us what we most need to see. Our angels. So, Mom, do you remember who you saw when Vera asked you to step
Who's there to greet
into
you?
the other side, and what you saw?
Oh, so one person at a time, you know. And so, first of all, there was Jesus, you know.
Yes.
That's mine. And then on the other side was Seneca. He was actually my father in that life. You know, I always
laughing. He was a character. Her father.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was making you laugh a lot in the session.
Yeah, he was funny. It was lighthearted. We had to do a lot of work too, you know, in a different kind of way. But yeah, he was very kind, very, very positive. Go ahead.
So what message did Jesus have for you?
Just that basically that he loved me and he'd be there for me and see me when I get over there.
Yes. And Seneca was your father. I know you said that he was your father in that lifetime. It was during the Jesus lifetime.
Right, yeah.
You were there. And we also wrote down that you had said for him, telling you to be strong.
Yeah.
Yes.
I appreciate that because we all need strength day to day.
Exactly.
Oh, definitely.
We do.
It's hard. It's life on earth is not an easy ticket.
No.
We have a lot to deal with. Themes, emotions, which, by the way, we have a class coming up, but we'll share that with you in a minute.
Well, that was a
It
good
was
segue.
It just came to mind, and then I thought, oh, we do have a class on that.
Yeah.
But it's tough. It's not easy, that's for sure.
You know, interesting thing is after difficult times are over, then you laugh about it because it's like, all these crazy things, and then you laugh because you learned it, and you go, poof, whatever.
Exactly. You can't let it keep you down.
And that's absolutely for sure. I mean, that's a gift, Mom, that you have had as long as I've ever known you, that you didn't let things crush your spirit. Talk about strength.
Thank you. You're so
Because I always joke with Mom, because she always goes, gosh, I'm sorry you had a hard life. And I go, I had nothing compared to you.
Yeah.
You were the wife.
Exactly.
And that's not saying anything disparaging about husbands or men. It's just, I'm talking about my father. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. It's just a little family humor, right?
Yeah.
All right.
What, Mary? I think your mom was going to say
I was
something.
going to say, I'll never forget. He was raised in a really big city, downtown, and then he wanted a farm, and so we got this little farm just compared to the other situation. And with the first basically week we moved in, he goes, I'm going to clean this place up this month, and sit back and enjoy it the rest of my life. And I go, oh my God, he doesn't have no idea what he's in for.
And Mom, why is that? Because you knew from your growing up on a farm.
Boy. He had no idea. Exactly.
You grew up on a farm, so you know what it's really like.
Oh, totally. Yep.
Yes. That's funny. All right. And do you remember any other messages from the other side that come to mind that you'd like to share?
Well, I was just I was really appreciated, all their loving support, so, and knowing that they're there.
Yes.
They're right there day to day, truly, they really are. And they know what's going on. And it's like, whatever you might need, you can really just, in your way, whatever that might be, in a dream state or meditation or, just talking to them, whatever thought might come. And sometimes I'm amazed that I'm troubled over something, then all of a sudden the solution will come.
Yep.
Like, oh, from the sky, from them, really.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. I know. Mom will go, or you'll say, okay, sleep on it, it'll come to you or whatever. And I'm like, I can't. And then like, if I give a little bit of time, I'm like, oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
It's amazing how
it does that. Yeah.
Once we're not thinking about it, we're in the middle of watching a movie or something.
Right.
Okay, I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really fun. Okay. Let's see. Everybody's talking. That's good. Okay.
Roxanne wants to know, did you lose your belief at any point during those difficult times?
No, during my real life, my present life. Well, no, when I was a kid, I would go into my thinking tree to figure things out, you know, and then I would just be busy doing many things. And so, yeah, I did cry and things were down, here and there.
But you never lost your faith?
Oh, no. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, no.
Okay, let's see if there's any other questions here.
I think that's it.
Okay. Yeah. That's really cool. I think that is I think that's it now.
Yeah.
We are going to be releasing a podcast video here on YouTube of Mary's full soul journey session. That's going to be a lot of fun for you to get to enjoy. So we're going to do that. That's coming up this week at some point. And let's see. Now,
it's good to watch it with headphones.
Yeah.
But not really now, huh?
That's right.
That's right. With or without.
Yes. Can we still show the clips of Mary's session here, Tack? Okay, so we're going to take a look at just a small portion of the live recording that we did of.
It's not a reenactment.
Yes, it's exactly of Mary's soul journey session with Vera. Pardon me?
Maybe the last one?
Yeah, that sounds great.
On the other side one?
Yes, on the other side for sure. Talk amongst yourselves, everybody.
They are.
Yeah. Be with them for a moment and feel the love that they have for you and feel your heart expand with all of that love. And you can take a snapshot of that moment and go there anytime that you feel the need. And you be with them and tell me when you're ready to go.
I just love you guys so much. Okay.
You ready? Okay. And we appreciate all the messages that they've given you and all the love. And now, Mary, it's time to leave this tranquil place. And I want you to take a deep breath and find yourself back in the mist, released of all the negativity that you may have witnessed from your past lives, but for sure bringing back all of those positive qualities about you, the self-sufficiency, the peacefulness, and the way that you help people, and that you're going to continue to help people in this lifetime that you've done in the past.
Perfect. So I wasn't sure if you could hear her well, but what she was saying is that the other side was saying that they love us so much.
Yeah.
And so that was really like you've already shared, Mom. I want to call her Mary, but I can't. Like you already shared, the most important thing in life is that love. And really, it is the biggest healer.
Yeah.
It makes people so strong to be able to face dragons.
Yeah.
Even though we love dragons, I'm just saying.
We do.
Yes. Vera, was there anything else that you wanted to share aside from our little advertisements about we have that upcoming class that I mentioned,
that's it.
which is life themes and emotions. That's coming up in March. And also this next Saturday, we're going to have another guest. And do you want to say what that's going to be about?
That's going to be another, how do I say it? It has to do with hypnosis, past life regression, not necessarily regression, but past lives that people don't realize that they're going through something that from a past life, and how sometimes they just don't want the help because it's going to be a sister-in-law that's coming to talk about her sister-in-law.
Oh, that's good, because that can
And
really
she
help.
really wants to help her, you know, she
Mm.
really wants to help her. And she can, because she's really good. She's one of my students, former
Mm.
students. And
Mhm.
she's so good at past life regression, soul journey sessions. So Valerie's going to come and talk about that.
I
And
can't
we've
wait.
talked about them before. She's the one
Mm.
that was anorexic.
I can't wait to meet her.
Valerie's not, it's the other lady.
I can't wait to meet Valerie. I've met
She's so sweet.
all
You'll
your
love her.
your former students. I've just enjoyed them so much.
Yeah, they're very
Sammy,
cool.
Lorna, Tim, Melissa,
Yeah.
everyone that I've met.
They're very special.
Cindy.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's gonna be a lot of fun. Really looking forward to
Hey,
that.
Zari.
That's gonna be at our usual time,
Yep.
1:00. We had a special circumstance today, so we really want to thank you for joining us early.
Roxy, thank you for your prayers.
Oh, that's nice. That helps.
I wasn't feeling good today. No.
Yeah, you did great.
Thank you.
So, Vera, was there anything else that we wanted to share? We want to thank
Am I
Mary.
supposed to say journey with us now?
Yes, and Mom, thank you for joining us.
thank you,
It was
Mary.
wonderful.
Thank you both.
Yay.
Yes.
Thank you
It's
both.
just a little tip of the iceberg of what you can do with a session.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
All right, Vera, we're ready now.
Okay.
And
Oh, journey with us.